Someone close is very jealous and can become dangerous and deadly. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, someone close is very jealous and can become dangerous and deadly. I need somebody to drop in your comments and say, watch your back. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, watch your back. See, when you are chosen, when you are light, and when you shine brighter than everybody else on the job, in the family, within your friend group, or even in life, period, it's going to attract and bring a lot of jealousy and envy into your life. All right. Now, it's not nothing to be afraid of, but it's something to be aware and cautious of. All right. And oftentimes we can be naive to the jealousy and envy that are around us because we feel like this person love us. This person like us. We've been growing up with them for 10 years plus, right? This is a relative and this is blood, right? We have all of these things that make us see past another person's BS, but we fail to realize that it's still BS. Somebody drop in the comments and say it's still BS. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say it's still BS. But without getting into a long intro, what I want to speak about is how dangerous and deadly it can become, which means the things that's going to occur that will make it become dangerous and deadly. All right. So y'all make sure y'all stay locked in to the very end of this video, y'all. Yes, family, it is a little bit of a later post, a later upload. Your boy been busy today, but I said I still got to get the message out to the family. All right. I had this download and I said, yeah, this is something that a lot of people go through, but we are either A, naive, unaware, or B, we just don't want to see it. We know it, but we don't want to know it. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? And so I want to speak about that today, y'all. But first thing is first, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. And family, yes, we are in the family's living room, of course. All right. And yeah, we are right here in front of the legendary Gray Couch. And anytime I am in front of the legendary Gray Couch, y'all, something legendary gonna be said. And that's just how they go, all right? But let's go ahead and get directly into it, family. Number one, the first thing that happens when a person who's close to you and they're very jealous is it increases conflict. That's number one, y'all. It increases conflict. See, conflict can be anywhere from infidelity to murdering, from murdering to slandering, from slandering to simply gossiping. All right. I mean, there's so many different loopholes of where the conflict can arise from. But I want you to understand something. When a person who's very close to you is jealous of you, it's the most dangerous. I'm going to tell you why it's the most dangerous. Because you rather know who it is than to be around a person and not know that it was them the whole time. What that means is I'd rather a person show me in action and with their words, all right, that they are not for me, that they are against me, that they are jealous of me. You know why? Because now I have all the information I need to separate myself from that particular individual, right? Versus the person who sit right beside you. They dress like you. They look like you. They act similar to you. They are on your program. They feel or they make you feel as if they are your best friends, right? They are haters in disguise, demons in disguise, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I see you for exactly who you are. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments, family, and say, I see you exactly for who you are. Now, here's the thing, y'all. When a person don't reveal who they are, you are in a dangerous and deadly position. All right. See, when America go to war, they automatically know who they're going to war with. Why? Because they've already had conversations with political leaders. They've already declared war. They've already have had the conversation, right? It's not going to come from a blind side. And if it does come from a blind side, then the person that they're going to war with is putting themselves in a terrible position, because you go to war with America, you have other allies, right? So most times wars start from the people who have already had conversations, or the people who have already made known that, hey, we want to go to war. All right. So the point is, y'all, is that you don't want to be around people who you don't know want war with you. Right. You want to be around those who you know exactly what their intentions are. You know exactly what they're there for. You know exactly who they are, etc., etc. So when you talk about increased conflict, this is when a person begins to talk about you more behind your back. This is when a person makes small situations big situations. This is when a person don't mind pulling the worst out of you. All right, pulling you out of your character, making a situation out of nothing, increase conflict. Right? You ever had a person around you, whether it was a relationship romantically or if it was a platonic relationship, and they're always complaining, they're always whining, they're always trying to, speak about what's going on bad in their day, in the world, in your day. They just notice all of the negative, right? What does that person stands for? That person stands for drainage, usage. They're not a person who brings value. They're always making themselves a burden versus bringing help or bringing some type of assistance. The point is, y'all, they're going to increase conflict because they are jealous of you. This is why they're talking so much. Imagine a person who have all the things that they want. I'm not saying that they're going to be happy, but if they are the main topic, if everyone's talking about them, if they are the person or people who is looked at as if they are the owners, the leaders, or who everybody come towards, they're not going to have much to say. Why? Because it's all about them. Some people just love attention. Some people just love to be number one, right? Straight Mario style. I'm number one. They want to be number one every time, y'all. So sticking to the point, family, it is increased conflict. This is why it can get dangerous and deadly. Because number one, you are around people who you don't even know dislike you, right? And number two, if it's problem after problem after problem, it's only going to be a downhill battle that's going to lead to destruction. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number two is going to be this right here, family. Relationship breakdown. Relationship breakdown. So, for example, let's just say you have this couple who's together, all right, and one of them is always the one who's getting the looks, right? And the other one is the one who people kind of look past, all right? Some people just naturally have that shock factor. Some people just naturally have that vibe. Some people just naturally have it, right? And the other person sometimes just don't have it like that. Doesn't mean that they're not a good person. Doesn't mean that they're not they have a good personality or or even have value to bring to the table. Does not mean that. However, what that does to the other person who's not getting the looks, getting the handshakes, or getting the attention, if they're not strong enough and if they're not confident in who they are, it can mentally cause them to sabotage the relationship. This is where relationship breakdown happens. We see it all the time in these groups, whether it's childhood groups from New Edition to Jackson 5, Temptations. It's going to always be one person who get most of the attention. It doesn't mean that they just want the attention, but they just got it. Even when you go to Drew Hill with Cisco, some people just have it, all right? But in all those relationships, what happened? And within all those groups, what happened? They broke up. Relationship breakdown. You follow what I'm saying? And so what happens is the other people, the other person who's not getting the attention, they're not getting the looks, they're not getting the help or the assistance that they would need or require. it's going to come off in their actions, and this causes murders. This causes gossip. This causes witchcraft. This causes people speaking down on other people who have a good heart simply because they are jealous. You have to be careful with those who are close to you who are very jealous. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? It's going to break down the relationship anyway. The relationship will dissolve. Number 3, it's going to be this right here, family. Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. Now, the reason why I say that this is very important and this is very significant to know, rather, is because when a person is jealous of you, you're going to be able to feel their energy. And typically, energy transfer. So a jealous person has to have low self-esteem. You know why? Because if they had high self-esteem, or if they knew who they were, they wouldn't be mad at you because you have an opportunity. They wouldn't be mad at you because you have a job. Or they wouldn't be mad at you because you make more money than them. They wouldn't be mad because they understand that what God has for me, God has for me. What God has for them, God has for them. That's their blessing, right? The problem is, y'all, is that a person who have low self-esteem will transfer that energy onto others who don't have it, right? So that's a major point. They would give you low self-esteem, guarantees, y'all. Another thing, you will begin to diminish your own light. Right? You will begin to diminish your own greatness. You will stop talking about the great things that you can do. You will stop displaying your gifts. You know why? Because they are mentally breaking you down. They want you to have low self-esteem just like them, right? They only want you to talk about the people on television. They only want you to talk about the people who are relevant and current. They only want you to talk about those who are far away from y'all because people are afraid to see you make it out of a place that they're never going to get out of because they are in a mental prison. They are in a mental prison. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, release yourself. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, release yourself. The point is, y'all, is that when a person is jealous around you and they're very close to you, it's going to be very dangerous and can get deadly because it causes you to have low self-esteem. Why you think so many people commit suicide, right? Low self-esteem. And this is not, and I repeat, not a shot at those who have done something like that because that hurts. It not only hurts them because they have lost their lives, but it also hurt other people, such as their family members, friends, and those who cared about them. This is not the only reason why suicide happened, but this can be a reason of why it happens. Low self-esteem, not believing in self. Where did the low self-esteem come from? Being around certain people who didn't believe, being around certain people who didn't want them to be successful, being around certain people who diminished their light. Don't be around a person who does not want you to be amazing or great. Make sense of what I'm saying? Y'all drop in the comments and let me know. But yes, low self-esteem is something else that can happen. Number 4 is going to be this right here, family. Emotional abuse. Emotional abuse. I say this all the time, y'all, but I'm going to say it again. Because just because you've heard me say it, it doesn't mean that it has fully resonated with you. But listen, family, emotional abuse is one of the most difficult abuse to get past. And the reason why is because you're going to always remember how they made you feel. And you're going to remember certain things they said because it's going to stick to you. When a person tells you you can't really sing, that sticks with you. Even if you know you can, it's the fact that they said it. And then there was a person who was close to you that said it. You're not beautiful. Even if you know that you're beautiful, handsome, it's the fact that your spouse said it to you. It causes that emotional abuse. But the reason why they're saying this is because they don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to become successful. They don't want you to live, right? Let alone living without them. So what I'm going to do is emotionally abuse you. I'm going to make sure that even if I'm not in your presence, you're not even going to feel yourself. You're going to always think about what I said to you, right? This is why if a woman is hurt and a better man comes along If she's not ready to leave that toxic relationship, leave that toxic marriage, she'll end up hurting the man who means her all well. You know why? Because the man who emotionally abused her has not only gotten into her mind, but he's also within that emotional abuse. She feels like I'll never be anything without him. It's a mental thing and it's a heart thing. And it's not just a woman. It's the same thing with the man as well. Men can't leave toxic relationships too. So I'm not singling nobody out. What I'm saying is that a person who is emotionally abused is actually in a traumatic situation that's going to keep them longer in a situation that means them no good. This is why it becomes deadly or dangerous. Emotional abuse, right? People get to cutting on themselves. People get to speaking down on other people because hurt people are hurt people. Things of that nature. Make sense, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 5 is going to be this right here, family. Controlling behaviors. All right? Controlling behaviors. This right here is very important to know because when a person is jealous of you, the only thing that makes them feel at ease, it don't make them feel better, but it puts them at ease, is when they can control you. All right? I think about Tina Turner and Ike Turner all the time. Okay, the reason why he wanted to control her was because obviously, yes, Tina Turner was beautiful. Obviously, yes, Tina Turner was talented, extremely. Obviously, Tina Turner was getting into doors that he could not walk into. So guess what? I want to control the deals. I don't know nothing about business. I'm not good at business. I don't know too much about business. However, I'm going to control the business. This means that you don't care about my well-being. You don't care about your well-being, our kids, more importantly, my career. All right. But it caused him to want to be controlling. You know why? Because I am jealous of you. So I got to control all that you do. A person who's not jealous of you do not want to control you. Trust me. They're like, what is it to control? It's almost like an estate. You know, like the Tupac estate, the Biggie estate, you know, other people who have passed away who have estates, especially if they're, like I said, not here. Now, people who have estates and they're living, obviously they can control them, or they have a better chance of controlling them if they don't. But those who have passed away, the deceased, people want to control their estates. Why? Because it's worth much. See, your esteem, your confidence is worth a lot. So this is why they want to control it. I want to keep you diminished. I want to keep you not knowing. I want to make sure you don't know that you're gifted unless I tell you that you're gifted. So guess what? If I'm not telling you that you're gifted or beautiful, if I take that battery out your back, you go dead. This is why I say, y'all, someone close is very jealous and it can become dangerous and deadly, okay? But with that being said, family, we'll do a recap and then we'll conclude this video. Number 1, y'all, it increases conflict, problem after problem after problem. They won't never be satisfied, and keep in mind that you rather know who's jealous of you than to be around someone and never know. Number 2, y'all, a relationship breakdown. It's going to break down the entire empire. It's going to break down the entire relationship. Number 3, low self-esteem, y'all. Low self-esteem. You need esteem to move forward and press forward in life, period. It gives you confidence as a woman and as a man. Number 4, emotional abuse, y'all. Emotional abuse. This is something that's very, very powerful. It sticks with people and it traumatizes people. And number 5, y'all, controlling behaviors. A person wants to control your esteem and your confidence, all right? With that being said, family, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Of course, y'all make sure y'all go over to the Rich Mentality Academy, all right? Y'all be sure to join the membership, meet your tribe. Also, y'all be sure to get one of those books. Y'all be sure to book a one-on-one session with your boy. And of course, family, get you a Yes Sir t-shirt. But I'm going to catch you in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.